Good afternoon, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. Just removed this bird's nest out of this chimney. Look at the size of it, it's a monster. And it's all wet from the rain. We're having like a snow rain at the moment. But the most important thing, when you know that you've got birds nesting in the chimney and you get sweep to come out to remove the nest, how you know that you've got all the nest out is when you get all the bedding. Can you see at the top here? All this sort of stuff. Let me see if I show you. See this sort of stuff here. That stuff there. That's all the bedding. Can you see it? It's all like soily. That's what they use for their bedding. So if you just get twigs coming down, then that's not all the nest. See the twigs there? You need all the bedding to come down and everything. And how you sweep them is like you can use these little bad boys, which you go up in there, you twist it into it, pull it down, keep doing it, because obviously you can imagine how long these twigs are and they go on for a while. So as you can see, my pole's there, but yeah, that's when you can tell. And also, I'm not sure if you can hear, but once you can hear the outside, you'll know that it's not, because these can become airtight. The customers try to have a fire and all the smoke's come bellowing back into the room. And obviously, a lot of the time you think it's going to be a cold, drafty chimney. But in this case, it's the bird's nest. It's the first fire they've had this year. So as I was saying, yeah, you use these hooks. These are great. You can get them with plumbing. What do they have? Drainage kits. They come with them, and then you want to use one of these afterwards, which is basically I use these for wood burning stoves. They're 6-inch brushes, and once you get that hook through, then a few times you use one of these. I like using these to be so if I'm in a rush, I use these. These are bad boys. These are they're obviously plumbing attachments, but you can really smash the crap out of them, if you pardon my French. And then what you've got to do is, obviously, you've got to put the big normal size brush up there. So I'm going to stand back so you can get a bit of an idea of the size of it. That's your average sort of jackdaw's bird's nest. So this customer hasn't got a bird guard fitted on top. I did advise her about 2 years ago, I think it was either a year or 2 years ago, I can't remember. I do so many chimneys, it's very difficult to keep up on the times. So yeah, but that is it. It's a bit darker than what they normally would be, because she tried to have a fire in it first. So thank goodness she had a fire guard, because if that all dropped down and it hadn't been if it hadn't been so damp as it has been, it could have ended in tears, because that would have pushed over that fire guard, no problems. Look how flimsy that is. Look. Do you think that is going to hold that if it falls down? Not a chance. Not a chance. And the other thing I was going to say, these fire guards, they're great, but if you don't clean them, you're going to lose a lot of heat. It's going to stay in the chimney and it's just going to go up it. As you can see with this one, look at that. When you can zoom in close, you should be able to see very clearly through it, but you can't. It's got too much dust on it. And it's so simple as well. Just go, look, see on the sides, just take it into the kitchen and just wash it down. Honestly, it'll add 5% more heat efficiency to your open fire. It's incredible, it is. But yeah, there you go. That's one bird guard out. So now I know that the actual bedding, because I won't stop until I get the bedding out. Now what I've got to do is make sure that the brushes come out the top. So that's the next thing we're going to do. Let's go and check it and see. As you can see, it's not a very nice day today, so we just got to get ourselves into a good position in the garden. This customer's got a lovely garden, so what we want to do is we obviously really want to stand on the grass, but I don't have any choice. But if you look up there, let me just zoom in. There you go, you can see the brush. That's what you want to be seeing out the top of the chimney. You can make a wish on that. It's meant to be lucky to see that. Obviously it's lucky for this customer because now they'll be able to use their fire. But I have said to them about putting some bird guards up there, which I would strongly recommend, because at the end of the day, birds aren't stupid. They'll be back at birds nesting time, and we're not allowed to touch them after a certain time. I think it's the end of March that you're not allowed to touch birds, their nests and everything. So if you're going to get a bird guard fitted, you've got to get it done before March, and then you're not allowed to touch it till August time. The thing I will say is that you know, like obviously now it's going to be fine and everything, and yep, and that's basically it really. So like so yeah, I've said to them that I'm happy to go sort that out for them, obviously safely as always, but that will need sorting out. As I said, the birds aren't stupid. What they will do is they'll just keep coming back, and the reason we're being, people say to me, I don't understand it, why do they keep coming back? You know, they've got all the trees all around, look, they're everywhere, all these trees are everywhere. Why don't they nest in the trees? Well, the reason being is because if you imagine you've got your heating on, all the heat goes up the chimney, it draws it up the chimney. That's what it does, it draws it up the chimney. So their bedding, that's why they're able to incubate their eggs, because their bedding is all with fur and all fluffy stuff. And then of course the dry warm air that goes up, even when they haven't got their heating on, the house is warm, it goes up, so they have underfloor heating. Why would they want to nest in a tree when they can nest in a chimney pot that's got underfloor heating and they're protected from other birds of prey? You know, because a bird of prey won't be able to go down there. So that's why they nest in your chimney. So unless they put a bird guard on this one, they're just going to keep coming back every year until you put it on there. So the extra money it costs to remove it, by the time after say 5 years, it would have paid for itself anyway. So that's what you want to do. You want to be sorting that out and getting a bird guard fitted. Have a lovely day from Zachary Sweeps.